folks, and welcome to the Game Buzz, the weekly podcast here from dealspoint.com, where we dive ass first into the news from the previous 7 days. I'm Matt Gardner, and I'm joined once again by Carl Phillips.
Hello.
And by Jonathan Lester.
Watcher, gorgeous.
Watcher indeed. And there really hasn't been that much news this week. Like we're in a sort of like lull post E3. Everyone's kind of full. It's like the game's sort of year equivalent of a Sunday afternoon. You're full on a roast of awesome E3 news, and now it's just sort of falling asleep in front of the Formula One time.
Yeah, but there's been like a few like extra little bits of slices of chocolate orange knocking around. Like, you know, you're full, but we've just got a little bit of room. There's always room for a chocolate orange slice. Am I right?
Yeah, after
and yeah, there's been a few little. There's been a few little tasty nuggets like knocking around, and yeah, I guess we like some of the biggest news this week is actually an absence of news and an absence of content, in that Grand Theft Auto Online still hasn't got any heists, and Rockstar is very sorry.
Yeah, they're very, very sorry about it. They've been delayed. We're sorry. Sorry. This has been one of our biggest complaints about GTA Online, especially you, John, because you've been very, very cross with the fact that it feels completely empty, and that this would have made a big difference. This is something that we were all very excited for.
Well, the thing is, you guys got into GTA Online when it was new and fresh, and I stood there like with my nose pressed against the window watching you like jet ski around and do loads of cool stuff. Like, Carl, you were pumping out awesome looking videos, and I was there like, I wanted in. But by the time I got in, there was sod all to do. And like the sort of the fun had worn off, and it just was, yeah, it was like, it was still the big fat city of the original game, but without all the stuff to actually enjoy, without any of the content. It needs that story driven stuff. There's really cool heists to keep players interested in it. And yeah,
it's one of those things that, I mean, Carl, when we watched the sort of detail drop before the game was released, it was one of the things we all said, like, yes, heists for the single player. Oh my god, heists online! And it just never happened.
No, it's a shame because yeah, we may be still playing it now. I'm not so sure that we would be, but we would have definitely been playing it for a lot longer, and it would renew my interest in giving it a go, despite the fact that we've got Payday 2 and we'll almost certainly have Hardline by that point. But yeah, stupid Rockstar.
Stupid Rockstar. I mean, that's the thing. The heists for me were very much kind of the best part of the single player, really. You know, these grand sprawling missions, the multifaceted missions, you know, with multiple aspects to them. I couldn't wait to jump online and start planning out how we're going to raid jewelry stores with my chums and banks and shit. It would have been great, because I'm rubbish at gunfire, but I could have been an awesome wheelman.
I wonder whether it's the whole, because in the single player you've got your multiple choices and everything like that. I wonder whether they're having balancing issues and getting that in with having multiple players on an open server. Maybe
it could be that,
but of course we don't know, because they won't bloody well tell us what's going on. And then yeah, it's coming. We're sorry, it's almost here. Sorry, next patch. Sorry.
I think that they're just holding it back for the next gen version. I think they've decided, what's the point in releasing these heists now? Like, we don't really want to refresh the old user base and give them a reason to stick with the last gen version. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is bring out the heist with or shortly after the next gen version. And then it'll be like a cool new feature. And people will want to upgrade because they'll want to finally play these heists, but why not also enjoy these heists with this new visual makeover as well, and enhanced draw distance and blah, 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 blah.
Strands of grass. Super awesome, like, wavy strands of grass. That's very cynical, John.
No, it's not that cynical. As Late said, if you're really cynical, Rockstar probably have no intention of ever releasing the heists, and probably are just going to keep pumping out more hipster-themed content.
It makes me sad. Like, we can't do heists, which we were promised, but we can dress up as a Shoreditch wanker.
The key for me is that, like, these heists were promised in the reveal video. Like, they weren't just mentioned. Like, it's not like GTA Online released and then Rockstar said, oh, hey, these heists are going to be coming, they're going to be really cool. It's like they showed us the reveal trailer, and said, "Here's GTA Online, awesome heists. Behold these awesome heists. They're coming. Heists, aren't they great? You know you want to buy this." And all three of us said, "Yes, we will buy it because heists."
Yeah.
I remember distinctly we had that conversation, slightly paraphrased, but we looked at it and we were all just going, "Yeah." I remember the podcast straight after we were like, "Heists, heists! I'm sold. Finally, I'm getting excited about this game because heists, because heists."
Because heists.
And they've been heisted. We've been heisted.
We found
We've
our
been hoisted
heists.
by our own petard. The heists have been stolen.
Heisted by our own petard. Oh God.
Oh, someone's stolen Rockstar have stolen the heists. But yeah, they'll arrive at some point, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's either directly before or sort of at launch with the next gen version, or shortly afterwards. And if not, then never.
Which brings us
And we're all
nicely
playing
on
other stuff anyway.
Which brings us nicely onto these next gen versions. Like John, you've got a next gen console.
Yeah.
Will you be and you already own GTA? Will you be buying GTA Online on Xbox One?
Oh hell yeah, man! Because there are going to be these awesome heists. I saw a video about it, and man, we're going to be like the three of us. We're going to be like working together, and like we're going to be like fighting, and it's going to be great. I mean, the thing about this next gen version is that what we're really talking about here is the PC version, the improved, awesome PC version coming to a new platform that we're all going to play and love and enjoy probably again because it's on PC. And it will be cheaper probably as well.
Now, that's the thing.
But it's also coming to PS4 and Xbox One, which I don't care about at all.
No, this is the thing. Like we've seen, the PS version of GTA 4 has just been modded hilariously in so many different ways. It looks fantastic, and I can't wait to see what that incredibly inventive modding community do with GTA 5 because the possibilities are absolutely endless. It's going to be very exciting indeed. But yeah, as you say, I couldn't buying proverbial.
I can see why
about the next gen console versions.
I can see why they're doing it, and if I saw a good price for it, and in a low moment, if I found myself in a real gaming lull, I might be tempted to buy it again. I did really enjoy the single player. I did really enjoy the story. If they bring the heists in, if they bring the freaking heists in, maybe I'd buy it again. And especially if they really worked on like perhaps even improving the civilian AI even more, and they put in loads more events as well, and like I don't know jetpacks or something, then I might buy it down the line. I might, but we always thought this was going to happen. But no, I mean me personally, I'm not going to buy it. I already own it. If I buy it again, it'll be on PC.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I know that sort of visuals come into it a little bit, and it does look like Rockstar have actually done a fairly detailed, fairly involved job of tuning things up. But even so, I can't see myself buying it on a console. If I do buy it, it would be on PC.
Yeah, but heist though.
Yeah, but think about if they introduced heists, think how awesome they'd be on PC. You could send like a T-Rex in there. Just plop a modded T-Rex into Los Santos, send it into a bank vault. I don't know if that would actually work. You'd probably have to strap it with explosives or something. It'd be quite funny just to see. I don't know.
Yeah,
In any case, I'm excited about the potential,
button,
possibility.
Yeah, hit the share button, share it out.
No.
On Xbox, I can say Xbox record that.
That's what Shadow plays for.
Yeah, although most people can't say Xbox record that soon because Kinect isn't being sold as standard anymore. Which is, yeah, yeah. People are going to buy this, obviously.
People are also apparently going to buy the Last of Us remastered, which we've all played. We all own. Well, we all own the original. Now I will admit to not really understanding this.
Well, I remember you hated The Last of Us.
I didn't hate Last. I gave it a better score than GTA. Somehow, I gave it an 8. That's not a bad score.
Haters gonna hate, Matt.
Anyway, it's coming to PS4 in a matter of a month or two, with high quality assets, high quality cutscene assets,
Whoa.
and that DLC slice. And I didn't understand this, but apparently, no, it is. It's to get those Xbox 360 converts playing some Naughty Dog and to show them what they've missed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I won't be buying it.
Well, yeah, because you have a PS3 and own The Last of Us and played it already. But you're not in the target. But you're not in the target audience. I mean, the target audience is pretty specific. There's super rabid Sony fans who will literally buy anything with Naughty Dog on the label. Nothing wrong with that. But you know, the other part of the Venn diagram is, as you say, the converts, people who owned an Xbox 360 but couldn't get on board with Microsoft's messaging about the Xbox One last year and said, no, actually, I'm going to buy a PS4 instead. And have been hearing all year The Last of Us getting rave reviews, big scores, like Game of the Year awards, some Game of the Generation awards. And yeah, they're going to want to play this. They're going to want to catch up with what they missed. Yeah, but as we've established, Matt, you're a hater.
I hate good games.
Hate out of 10, man.
Right, we're going to turn now. We're going to turn to our retail expert. Carl, you haven't bought a next-gen console yet.
Yep.
Does it worry you, this trend of, well, what we've been seeing, like these remasters? We saw a lot of them at E3. There's rumours of a Sleeping Dogs remaster as well. Does it worry you? Does it make you want to buy a next-gen console? Does it decrease that?
It does nothing. No to all of the above. I don't. It's. Let me get this straight. If I was to get a PS4, I would probably get the Last of Us remastered, simply because there aren't enough games on the system for me to really get too excited about or consider elsewhere. So yeah, if I was to get a PS4, I'd get the Last of Us remastered, even though I've played through it and loved it on the PS3. As far as the other remasters go, I don't know. I mean, Sleeping Dogs, yes, very good, but I think it would have to be at a very reduced price point for anyone to really care, because it's so dirt cheap now, and they would have to show that there was some sort of addition that was worthwhile other than the DLC. But then again, I didn't really see the point in Tomb Raider either.
No.
But then again, I bought that, again, dirt cheap. The Last of Us, I wouldn't necessarily say is dirt cheap right now, which is probably why a lot of people may not have bought it. And the reason why Sony have gone, oh, well, we'll just plug it on the PS4 because, yeah, we can get it for a full retail price and throw in all the DLC to make it worthwhile. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It wouldn't push me to go and get a next-gen console, but depending on the quality of the game, yeah, I might buy it at a remastered edition, maybe.
I think you've hit the nail on the head. They're not trying to sell systems with this. They're not saying, "Hey, buy a PS4 so you can play The Last of Us again." They're more saying, "Hey guys, so you own a PS4. We supported the PS3 right up until the death, so we don't really have any huge exclusives ready. But while you wait, look, here's this. You like this." And you, Xbox 360 lot, you're forgiven. You're with us now. You're on Team Sony now. Have this. Look, you didn't play this. Now you can play this with better graphics.
Exactly. It also depends on the turnaround as well. Like, if all this stuff is coming out this year, then yeah, great. Because as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing coming out this year that is exciting me, frankly. So yeah, it's based around on the quality of the game and the turnaround, I would say.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Although you say that about nothing this year exciting you, I thought that, and then I played Destiny.
I'm really excited about Destiny now I've read and watched some of your stuff. The thing about Destiny is that, like, they were so coy. There were such coy little teasers for the best part of 2 years, going, "Oh, we're making this game. Do you want to know about it?" Well, tough. It's called Destiny, and there's a big round thing. That's it. Pre-order it. Pre-order it now. But yeah, you played it. Apparently, it's sort of almost to your words. I think like Halo and Borderlands, kind of.
Yeah, it's sort of Halo meets Borderlands meets Defiance in a good way.
Ooh.
I guess. Because I mean, yeah, it's sort of It had,
Heady
so
gumbo.
much like Halo. It's unbelievable. It's great. But as Brendan said during one of the matches we played, he was like, "Well, it can't be too similar because I like this." I was like, "Brendan, is that because you're playing it on a PlayStation console?" He was like, "Yeah, fair enough." But it does sound a lot like Halo. It does feel like a Bungie game in so many ways. Like there are bits of environmental sort of art design that are incredibly reminiscent of various Halo themes and motifs. And of course, it's got a Marty soundtrack, so there are sort of drums everywhere,
And it appears that
which is awesome.
it appears that 343 Guilty Spark is actually in the game
Yes,
as well.
voiced by Tyrion.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, exactly. It looks like Wheatley and Guilty Spark had a baby. Voiced by Tyrion.
But like I didn't want to let it go. I mean, it doesn't. I didn't get the sense that it felt particularly next gen in any way, or particularly groundbreaking, even necessarily, having played things like PlanetSide and, well, the aforementioned Defiance, which had promise in spite of its many problems. But it's yeah, I just want to play it some more. It's like, it was like the Reach beta. I don't want to let it go. And thankfully we don't really have to, because there's a beta coming next month. But yeah, it was pleasantly familiar and yet also slightly ambitiously different.
And it's a real coup. Sony pulled off a real coup with Destiny as well, because I don't know. I think it's like it's coming to like both last gen platforms and both current gen platforms.
Yeah.
And yet I kind of think about it. When I think about it, I think about it as a PS4 game. Sony did a really great job of cornering all the publicity. Did a really good job at getting the. At least they've like crystallized what their like exclusive relationship with Bungie and Activision actually is. And yeah, I mean, I know it's coming to Xbox One, but I think they've done a very good job at saying, look, we don't have Uncharted coming this year. We don't probably have God of War, although, come on, fingers crossed for Gamescom. But, you know, this is a big game. This is a big deal. And it's basically a PS4 game.
Yeah, it's sort of like what they did with Watch Dogs in a way, before that got massively delayed.
Yes.
But yeah, because I mean, Mike and like I talk about this a little bit in the news post I wrote up yesterday. There is a certain, like, both sides are doing this now. Before, it was all kind of Microsoft and Sony last gen were really all about their sort of first and second party studios and all their exclusives there. But now you've got them both kind of going after third party exclusives. We've seen that. Nintendo are doing that. And also third party elements, well, sort of elements of third party games, and marketing it so that it looks like they are kind of better on Xbox or better on PS4. So Xbox have COD and FIFA, and Sony currently have like Watch Dogs and Destiny and Battlefield at the moment.
And Nintendo's going, hey, look, Super Smash Brothers, fucking Zelda, Yoshi's Woolly World.
X,
yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
God damn it! I really want to buy that Wii U for $189.99.
Yeah, but you don't want any of the games though.
But I don't want any of the games in that.
Trade them in.
So yeah, I've been playing a bit of Destiny. Carl, you've been playing something very exciting lately. Lots of it. Tell us about WildStar. Tell us about WildStar, because you've gone level 50 now.
Well, it's definitely an MMO. It's definitely a game that's massive and online.
Oh man, is it multiplayer?
It is definitely multiplayer.
Oh, sweet.
I have seen other players.
Ooh.
They're definitely there.
Have you fought them?
All kinds of things. Of course, I've fought them. I've griefed them to hell. It's been brilliant. Yeah, I'm enjoying my time a lot, and I think it's something that I actually said in the Dealspan playthrough that I threw up this week. The fact that there were points where I was forgetting that I was meant to be making notes as I was playing the game because I was having that much fun.
God, I love it when that happens.
It's great because that hasn't happened a lot over the last few years. I've had to really concentrate, so I go, oh yes, I need to kind of make a note of that. And there have been times where like I've gone for like at least a few hours without making a single note and just gone, oh god, oh yeah, I'm having fun with this. And it is a credit to what Carbine have done. I mean, that I don't want to regurgitate the review. It's very extensive and it's all on site, and part 3 will be online by the time you hear this. But I've had a lot of fun, and it It's got a lot of potential. I mean, admittingly, we've got to see how well they keep up with the updates. I mean, they're hopefully having the first one come out a month after release, which is pretty good. If they can keep up that kind of pace, then the subscription will be justified. And I also need to see really if the end game content is worth sticking around for, because I've only just started diving into that. But so far, a lot of fun. The PvP is just hectic and brutal and malicious. Like you can't.
This.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. Me and Matt have rolled on PvP open world servers. So you see the other side, and it's all hell breaks loose. Such as this, I have to. I have my one anecdote. I haven't had an anecdote on the podcast in ages, so sit back and listen to this one. There's a particular mission in one of the first zones where the Dominion and the Exiles meet, called Whitevale. And in it, you're taking on a bunch of like zombie, so like head crab things that come along and just basically take over people. And you're slaying those, and then there's this one on the ground that has a quest. So you're like, what the? So you pick it up, and he's there going, I'm this like squig thing. I'm bored. I'm old and bored. I can't be doing with this whole like mind control thing for my people. So let's have some fun. And he basically gives you the quest where you have to hurl him at opposition faction NPCs or players. And you have to do it for like 50 people. And when you do that, he dazes them for about 3 seconds or so. So I picked it up and was like, yeah, all right, I'll do that as I'm going around. Anyway, there's another quest where you have to take on, you may have seen these in the promotional videos, the big robots. Like there's, I can't remember what they're called now, but basically there's an Exile one, a Dominion one, so like walking around this area, and you've got to take on the opposing faction one for this quest. And it's a group one because, yeah, they're big and tough and will smash you. Anyway, I was walking along and I saw both of them fighting each other. And I was like, wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. They're like just slogging out this big mechs, just fighting each other. Awesome stuff. And then all of a sudden I thought, ooh, if I wait until the Exile bot is on low health, I could try tagging it and then killing it and get credit for it on my own. The only problem is there was an Exile player the other side of the fight waiting to do exactly the same thing. And I was thinking, if I try attacking it now, he's going to try and take advantage. He might try and kill me. So we're there waiting. And then all of a sudden, some Dominion players come along and start to back me up. And basically, we just charge for the bot. The Exile player waits on his own because he knows if he comes near us, it will kill him. We finish off the Exile bot. As we finish it off, a bunch of Exile players decide to try and take advantage and start attacking the Dominion bot that's there, that's still alive, but still on low health. The rest of the Dominion players go away. I cloak up because I'm playing as a stalker and go, right, well, what can I do next? And then I remember that I've got this head crab zombie thing. And these Exile players are fighting this Exile bot. So I'm feeling particularly evil at this point and go, well, I do need to complete that quest. So I throw this like head crab thing at one of the Exile players, stunning him. The Dominion bot twats and kills him in one shot because he's dazed. The other Exile player comes running for me. I then throw the head crab at him. He gets dazed, splatted, killed. I then get on my mount and drive away. And that is why, Exile players, I will fight you.
Oh, God.
And this is the kind of rivalry that, I mean, it existed back when, you know, when World of Warcraft came out and you had the Alliance and the Horde fighting each other. It's that same sort of intense rivalry. You see another player of the opposing faction. If you're not careful, they can take the jump on you. And if you see about 3 or 4 of the opposite faction, you better run or they will kill you. It's that simple. And it's great because it means that there's this intense rivalry going on as well as the PvE nature of the game. And it's great fun.
Well, that's why the PvP servers were slammed at launch, because we kind of anticipated this coming, or we kind of anticipated that WildStar would be the one to bring back fucking awesomeness to sort of in-world PvP, and I can't wait. I cannot wait to go. I'm going to die so much.
Yes, you are.
And that's going to be okay. As long as I take a few with me.
That's damn right. You know, it's just really good fun, and the PvP is as strong as ever, I think. So, yes, having fun with that, but we're still few weeks away from me giving my final verdict. But at the moment, it's really promising, and now all these server issues have been sorted in terms of trying to connect and disconnect, things like that. It's ideal to jump in now. If you've been curious, do it. Give it a go. Or if you know someone who's in game, get a pass off them to play, like, I think it's about 7 days or 10 days free of the full game. So, yeah, get on that, I would say.
Yes, we review MMOs properly here at Dealspone.
Mhm.
Damn straight. None of this 3 days in business.
Yes. Yeah, we're looking at you, other websites.
Other websites we won't name.
No.
So yeah, WildStar, awesome. Also, yeah, John, we've been jumping into Battlefield Hardline.
Yeah.
Which is going to It's not going to revolutionise.
It's revolutionised photoshopping. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, damn straight. You best believe that's continuing. Because we are bad boys.
You are bad boys.
Bad boys.
Yes.
Hot fuzzy bad boys.
Hot
Yeah,
fuzzy
it's
bad
going to be.
boys.
I think we can all agree that it's going to be a really great DLC pack. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Like 15, 20 quid all in, like 25 quid digital deluxe. Sick.
Or
wouldn't that have been lovely? Wouldn't that just have been really nice? Just like, guys, we're working really hard on Battlefront, and the next full installment of Battlefield, a truly next-gen Battlefield experience, but we don't want you to be without a Battlefield experience this Christmas. So here's working Battlefield 4 with this enormous DLC drop called Hardline.
Hell yeah.
That would have been so great.
Yeah, that's clearly what they did, because doing anything else would be really stupid.
Be really stupid, especially for a company that's kind of like not enormously sort of favoured, shall we say. Like, that's not... Doing anything else would be a really dumb move. Why? Why are they doing it?
Because the story is going to be super great.
Oh, God.
Hooray!
Hooray. To be fair, do you know what? When Hardline worked, unfortunately, I played some the other day and it started crashing like Battlefield 4. And I checked my air intake and it didn't look like my computer had been huffing cocaine this time. So it wasn't that. It was deliciously cool, in fact. But yeah, it started getting unstable. I mean, it is a beta, but man, they need to give us a better idea of what we can expect from sort of the wider multiplayer experience, and also that single player, because at the moment there's a lot of rage online about Hardline.
There really is. I just can't. As soon as they reveal the PCSO class, like the Community Support Officer class, that thing is going to start. Pre-orders are probably going to start flying off the shelves. You walk down the street and you say, "Oi, can I search you?" And like the robbers say, "No."
There's nothing you
say,
can do
"Fair
about
enough." But it's Battlefield, so for some reason I have a hand grenade and a parachute. Seriously, that's what. Why do all the police in Los Angeles have a parachute? What is that? Because I've been to LA, mate. You've been to LA. Have you ever seen a police officer wearing a parachute before in
Mate,
LA?
did you not remember we instantly spawned them once we stepped through LAX? Like, everyone's got parachutes in LA.
Yeah, and grenades.
Spawned those too, mate? No, we didn't.
Yeah.
It's a bit ridiculous, but like the map's fairly lazy. The levolution in it is terrible.
What are you on about? There's loads of cars that you can not get in, but you can sort of knock out the way. That's levolution. You can like clear a path, man. You can like, dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. You can levolute like grappling hooks to temporarily get up a bit, and you can like levolute like handrail when you shove the car off a bridge and yeah.
Just no.
No, it's yeah. It's all right. I just it's going to be a kick-ass DLC pack if EA has any sense. You see, it would be so easy. Release the full game at retail, okay? Like the box has all of it in there for a normal price. But online, release the multiplayer bit and the single player bit separately.
That would be great. I would love that. You know, about 20 quid.
Yeah, or like maybe 25 quid for the multiplayer and like 15 for the campaign, or some sort of fraction like that. So
Yeah.
we can feel like we can buy the bit we want, and then we'll be playing it, and then reviews come out and it says, "Hey, the Battlefield has got its first half decent campaign ever." Well, actually, apart from Bad Company, but EA have forgotten about Bad Company, and so have we. But we'll say, "Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll buy it. It's only 15 quid. What the hell not? Let's buy it." Um, Although, yeah, the point's moot because everyone's going to be buying serial keys off dodgy Russian resellers anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anyone who does that, but lots of people apparently do.
Yeah, people.
I mean, I don't know
I
anyone
don't
personally.
know. I don't know, but
I don't know.
I don't know, but oh no.
I'm walking away from that.
Oh,
So yeah,
oh
that's.
no.
I'm sorry. So that's Hardline, and that's probably the game buzz for this week. I mean, yeah, there's been very little news on the ground. Like, tell us what you guys have been playing. Tell us what you guys are excited for. If you've managed to get into the Destiny alpha, if you managed to get into the Hardline beta, let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts about GTA and The Last of Us. And yeah, if you've been playing WildStar, hit us up because we're around, ground pounding exiles, and it's awesome. It really is. So yes, thank you very much for listening. Do hit subscribe if you're listening to this on YouTube. Do tell your friends, and we will be back next week with another episode of Game Buzz. But until then, bye. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.